Diane. Welcome back to Made Up. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we are going to open another BoxyCharm this month. I am very excited. Before this came, I didn't get to see too many of the variations that were out there. So for those of you who don't know about BoxyCharm, it's a monthly subscription box that costs about $25, and you can sign up for monthly, 3 months, 6 months, or yearly. And each box is going to contain at least $125 worth of value. They do have some other boxes. This is called the base box, but then there's a premium and there's a luxe box as well, I believe. But I only get the base box, which is $25 a month. Without further ado, let's get started. In my box, my first item, I can't really do anything with it right now. The Elemis Dynamic Resurfacing Facial Pads. Now, unfortunately, when this came in the mail, this had been leaking, so I was super bummed, but I contacted BoxyCharm and they were very quick to respond. They already got me a tracking number for another one for a replacement, so this kind of leaked all over the place and caused a mess, but I was able to salvage the rest of the makeup. But I'm very excited to try this in the future. I just can't try it right now because this was already opened when it came. So let's move on to the next item. Oh, let's say this one, the Elemis facial pads, retails at $59. All right, the next item in my box is the Tarte Micellar Magic, this makeup remover and cleanser. I'm excited to get this because I do use micellar water. Not every day, I toggle the skincare items that I use, but I was very excited because I had seen this one online, and something my micellar water doesn't have is this fancy pump. And I love these guys. You put your little facial pad down, press down, and the product comes right out. So it's such a cute bottle. I love it so much. This one retails, let's see on our little card here, this one retails for $18. And I will try to do a demo. So first let's get everything open, but these are my 2 items that have to do with skincare. So then I have 3 more items here that deal with makeup. And if you watched my last BoxyCharm, I do have my quiz, my beauty quiz, set to liking a lot of skincare items. So in case you're wondering why 2 of the items weren't actually makeup, it might just because my beauty quiz says that I like a lot of skincare. All right, next up, I haven't tried this before. This is the Pretty Vulgar, the eyeshadow primer. Let's see how much this one costs. This is called the Uncaged Eyeshadow Primer. Sorry if you hear the dogs barking. They're going nuts back there. Uncaged Eyeshadow Primer, and this retails for $22. And again, I will try this on for you guys today, but let's just get everything unboxed first. The next item I see here is a Violet Voss Pro Series eyeshadow palette. So let's take a look at, whoop, plastic in there. So it does come with a little mirror, and there are the shades there. This palette retails for $29, and that's the Violet Voss Essentials palette. That's pretty. I'm excited to try this on for you guys today. And last but not least, looks like I have a satin lipstick. It's from Dose of Colors, Lip It Up, it says, and I got it in shade Brulee. Let's open this up here. Okay, let's see this. Oh, whoa, do you guys see that? That looks like a pretty color. I hope, it's definitely a neutral color, but because of my skin tone, sometimes things come off a little too pinkish or they're perfect. So I'm excited to see if this one will work for me. But what an interesting, like it's got an interesting shape. I haven't seen that before. I feel so scared though that it's sticking out and that I'm gonna like ding it. And I hate that when that happens. So I'm gonna be very gentle. Okay, mission accomplished. All right, so just to go over everything again, the facial pads were $59, the eyeshadow palette was $29, the Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow primer was $22, Dose of Colors, the satin lipstick was $17, and then the Tarte Micellar Magic Makeup Remover and Cleanser was $18. So let's add that up and see how much we got here. Okay, so that brings us to a whopping total of $145 for our $25. That's pretty good. I'm excited to try these items on. All right, guys, so we have come to the try-on portion of the video. 2 of my items, again, were skincare. This one I can't really try because it was leaking. Bad situation. Don't know if it was contaminated. And I mean, if all the products, like if all the good juju left the container, I want to make sure to give this product a fair chance by using it how it's supposed to be used. Basically, I think my pads are a little bit dried out because a lot of the product escaped inside the box and covered everything. But I will be trying this today later on once we put our makeup on. I have a base right now. So since we got an eyeshadow primer, a palette, and a lipstick, I'm gonna use these items for you, and then when it's all said and done, I'm gonna take it off with this. I know it seems a shame, but it's for the love of makeup. So let's get started. So first, we are going to start with the eyeshadow primer from Pretty Vulgar. You could probably use your fingers, but hot mess here, hot mess. Coming through. Aisle 5, clean up on aisle 5. Okay, so I'm gonna use a brush. I'm not gonna use my fingers, but you know, you could use both. Whoa, I've got some issues with my foundation getting in my crease. I guess I didn't powder my eyes good enough before we started this video. You'll have to excuse my crease there, filled with product, the curse of hooded eyes. So next, we are going to move into the eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna do my best to just use this palette today. We have some neutrals in there, so it looks like I can do a full look with just this. You know what? It has this little plastic cover that I just love peeling off. I know you guys know what I'm talking about, but this is so satisfying. So here, I am going to pull this off for you.
I don't even know if you can hear that, but oh yes. Oh.
So good, so satisfying. Love that. Okay. So first we're gonna start with a big fluffy brush. First, I'm gonna go in with the color Sand, it looks like. It's this shade right here, just to lay kind of a base and set that, woo! Let's try that again. Okay, so super softly packed shadow, at least that one is. So that actually gave more color than I thought it was gonna give. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more neutral for me, but alas, it wasn't. Okay, so I have seemed to take it to a place immediately where I didn't want it to go. I was just trying to go with something neutral, but it's not that neutral. We're gonna switch brushes and go in with this shade here, the Terracotta, just right next to Sand. And I'm gonna take this brush. I'm just gonna start in the outer corner and see what the color payoff looks like there. That one's a little bit lighter than I thought it would be, and a little, maybe too orange. It's not exactly what I was trying to do here. I'm gonna leave that where it is, and I'm gonna immediately go in with this color here called Cinnamon. So I'm gonna place that on the outer corner, but also bring it into the crease. So let's try to match the other eye. We might wanna deepen that again, but let's match the eye. I'm gonna go back in with Terracotta on this side since we laid down that color next, and then we'll go in with Cinnamon again. We're gonna take a fluffy brush and kind of soften those edges there. Next, we're gonna go in with the shade Gold. That one's that one right there, befitting gold. I'm gonna go in with my finger. I'm gonna lay that on the center. Whoa. That was actually a lot stronger than I thought it was gonna be. It's very true to what you see in the pan. Sometimes with those shades, you don't get exactly what you see in the pan, but not here. That's not the case here. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this brush. I haven't added any more product in it, but I'm just gonna soften those edges so that it's seamless. I'm gonna finish up on the other eye now. Again, I'm gonna place it in the center and then bring it to the corner, the inner corner of the eye. And now I'm going to blend it out again, just to make sure we don't have any harsh lines. Now I'm gonna go in with the color Cream. That's the lightest shimmer over here on this side. I'm gonna use that for my inner corner. I'm gonna take a bigger pencil brush and just kind of soften the lines, the harsh edges on that. And I take my inner corner highlight up a little bit. Next up to try, we're gonna do that lipstick here from Dose Colors in shade Brulee. Now I have a feeling that this is gonna need a lip liner, but first, let's get it on. I'm gonna go all the way with this here, but I think you know. Okay, so this is what it looks like when, this is probably a nice pink on a lot of people. It's just not on someone of my skin tone. This is the hot mess. It doesn't look right. So it's definitely gonna need a lip liner to change the color. As far as consistency, it feels a little different. Almost gritty a little bit. I don't know if that's my lips or if it's this color. So let's just put it on my hand and see if I feel anything. Okay. On my hand, it feels very smooth. I don't know if I just had some chapstick gone bad. Like I did put on chapstick before I did this, but up close as well, I would say that it does look a bit patchy. I don't know if you can tell that on camera, but it does look a bit patchy. It feels very thin, which is not a bad thing, but it does look a bit patchy. I'm gonna put on a lip liner, see if I can help change that color and have it not look like this. I brought out a Steve Laurent lip liner. I think this is either chic or chic. I don't know. But here's the color here, and this came out of one of my BoxyCharms and I love this color. Let's see if this can help this out a little bit, or if it's still too pink. It definitely helped. I think on camera it's coming off a lot nicer. In person, I still don't necessarily like this color. It's not something I would reach for even with the lip liner. It doesn't look bad on camera though, so that's good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish up the rest of the face and we'll meet again to try out the micellar water. So here comes the sad part of the night. You're done with your makeup. This was our finished look. Let's get using this micellar water. I just love the packaging on this. Isn't that so adorable? It's like got the sticker in the back, but it's clear up here, so then it looks all cool. All right, so I've got my little pad. I'm gonna push down. Ooh, there we go. Got some product on there. I know it seems such a shame to like put all this makeup on and then take it off. Let's just do the eye makeup to see, because that's really what I use micellar water for. Most of the time I'll do a double cleanse with a balm and then some sort of cleanser after that, but sometimes I'll have to use the micellar water for eye makeup, mascara, liner, things of that nature, or just to tighten things up a bit if after all that the makeup still didn't come off. So what I like to do is pretend I'm a pirate. Just kidding. I put this on the eye for just a little while. I'll leave it on there as long as I can possibly stand it. You don't want to spend too much time just rubbing at it because that creates wrinkles. And obviously we're all gonna age, we're all gonna get wrinkles, but I already wear contacts as well, so I'm always pulling and tugging at the eye more than maybe the average person without contacts. What's supposed to happen is you leave that on for a few seconds and then you gently wipe. Now, I've got some pomade on the brows too, so I'm gonna take that off. And then most of the time it gets all the shadow and things of that nature, but even the mascara took a little bit or a lot of the mascara off with it, but that liner, that one was the Hank and Henry liner. That's never gonna come off in one little swipe, as much as we'd like to think that. Sometimes I fold it like a taco, and then I'll work it where I tight lined. I try not to put too much pressure so that it doesn't become too much of a problem too soon as far as wrinkles goes. There is most of it off. Let's work on the other eye. So that's what that looks like. Okay, not too shabby. Take a look at that. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate all the support. If you like what you saw today, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And don't forget, ring that bell. Bye, guys.